Hello everyone and welcome to my 1000 subscriber special. So today we're going to be doing a Q&A, which should be pretty cool. So just first, before I get started guys, many thank yous for everyone who's subscribed on the journey to 1000. You're awesome, and also everyone who subscribed after as well. Let's keep growing, let's see how big we can get this, because this is pretty awesome. So yeah, many thanks to everyone who subscribed, left a question for today's Q&A episode as well. It's much appreciated. So let's actually start getting into this. So the first question is here. So let's see. List your least to favourite planets. Okay, so we're going to go into a new simulation for this. So I thought I might as well do it in Universe Sandbox, just to, I don't know, make things easier. So my least to favourite planets. Alright, so my least favourite. So what would be out of these? I won't include Planet 9 since it typically isn't discovered yet, and Pluto since it typically isn't a planet, even though I think it should be, but isn't. So we're just going to do with the 8 classics here. So least favourite, I'll probably have to say Mercury is my least favourite. So I'll put Mercury there. Mercury is definitely my least favourite. I think next up I may have to go with Uranus. Just because it's just, there's not really much about it. Like, its moons aren't too interesting, and it's not really, and there's not really anything that fascinating about it, honestly. So next up, actually Earth. Honestly, because Earth doesn't really interest me. I'm always interested in stuff beyond Earth, so I'll put Earth there. So I guess it is more interesting because it has a lot of history, as we know, and its story is quite interesting with like the moon and all that, like how that all formed. But honestly, it doesn't really come that high up on my list. Next up, I'll probably have to go with Venus, because Venus also very interesting. It's just the other planets are better. So next, I'm gonna say Jupiter next. Because I've never really been a big Jupiter fan. I've always been more of the Saturn fan over Jupiter out of like the 2 biggest gas giants. So then we'll go with Jupiter. Although also very interesting with like the red spot on, because it's the largest planet, has the most moons. I actually do prefer Saturn. So next up I think I'm going to put Saturn, because like I said, I do prefer Saturn over Jupiter just because it has, I like its moons more as well. Just the entire Saturn system in general. Also because it's a nice ring system, which is also a nice added effect. So that's pretty good. Now next up, I'm going to say Mars, because Mars is a fascinating place. Although it may be small, this object has a lot of potential for future exploration and colonization. Because maybe one day we could colonize this bad boy. And just because obviously it's one of the closest planets to Earth. No, is it the closest? No, I think Venus is closer. But yeah, so Mars, this place is just fascinating. It's always fascinated me just how, like, what this planet could have been, and like what happened to it as well. Because I think it's confirmed now it could have once had water on it at some point. And obviously number 1, Neptune. Just the colour of it for a start just looks so beautiful. And then next up, because it's obviously, it was the last planet that we visited with the Voyager space probe, and it's just secondly, I'm just always been fascinated about how its moon Triton goes the opposite way. It goes the opposite way round to all of the other moons, which proves the theory that it could be a captured planet, or maybe it was a planet or a moon of a planet that collided with Neptune, maybe, and that maybe could have put Neptune on its slight tilt here. So yeah, is that everyone? Yeah, we've got Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Yeah, so yeah, Neptune is definitely my favourite. It's just so pretty as well, the colour. And it also does have a faint ring system. It's called a ring arc system. They're just very faint to the visible eye. I think only the Voyager cameras pick them up. I don't think you can actually see them with the visible eye at all. And also because Neptune's very far away, seeing it with like a normal telescope would be quite hard to do. So yeah, there we go. So there's my list of planets in order of how I like them. So yeah, Mercury last. We've got Uranus, Earth, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, and then Neptune. So yeah, there's that. So next question, why do I love space? Now this is an interesting one because I can't really remember, because I've loved space ever since I was ever since I was a kid, honestly, like a very long time ago, over 10 years almost, like, I don't even know how many years, 15 plus years now maybe, like, that's just how long I've loved space. It's always fascinates me, and it's just because of just the entire size of it, obviously the planets in general, also because of I think, yeah, once my granddad showed me this collection of music called the Planet Suite. It was by a composer called Gustav Holst, and it basically had a song for, or like, it wasn't like, it didn't have any words in it. It was just a sound. It was just like a set of or basically a suite of songs that, and they were all named after each of the planets apart from Earth. So it was like based on like what gods the planets were. So obviously like Mars is the god of war, Venus is the god of peace, Mercury would be the god messenger, Saturn what was Saturn? I know Jupiter's the king of the gods, and then Neptune is like the king of the ocean, or that's in because in Greek Neptune would be Poseidon, but in like I think this is Roman mythology, Neptune would have been the god of the sea as well. It's just weird. But yeah, I'm not really too smart on that. But yeah, I think that music suite probably got me into just space in general. So it's quite weird. So that's quite a good question. Right, next up, are you part of any space club in real life? So the answer to that is no, because I've never actually found one. Maybe if I did know about one, maybe I would have would do it. I would really enjoy that. But I've never actually found a club to do space in. I'll probably be quite good at it, because I remember when I was back in school, actually, when we were doing space in class for a very, very brief time. It was only like 2 lessons, but the teacher actually admitted I was smarter than them. And that's literally no joke. They generally, because they were a physics teacher, they weren't just astronomy teacher, they didn't really have too much in-depth knowledge in astronomy, so they actually allowed me to actually help out some of the students in the class, because they generally thought I was smarter than them, and I agree. I think I probably would be able to beat them in like a battle to see who's actually smarter, like in space. I don't know, that's just my opinion, but I genuinely think I would have been able to beat that teacher. So it's pretty crazy stuff. And then the last question from this comment is, if you could do a 2-way trip to a planet besides Neptune, what would it be? Also do a live reaction to the Solar System song. Well, I won't do that now because it's quite 7 minutes long, so I don't want to do that. Maybe another time. But so what planet would I visit besides Neptune? So I don't think it would be any of the gas giants. So yeah, so it would be one of these 3 here. So honestly, I may say Venus, or Mars, maybe. It would be cool, because like the gas giants, you can't land on them, or so you can only land on the moons. But I reckon there'd be more to do with these 2, so it'd either be Venus or Mars. So obviously Venus is quite interesting, because obviously when you look below the clouds, there's a lot of stuff to explore there. But I think just because of the I reckon you could do more of Mars, so I'm going to say Mars for that, because yeah, like it's my second favourite planet, and I think there's just more to do there, like, because it's obviously a solid land, it's not too hot, so we could probably live there in spacesuits, because Venus, we probably could survive on spacesuits for a little while, but eventually the spacesuit may not work or something, because it is very, very hot here, you got to remember. So yeah, it's not good, but yeah, I'm going to say Mars for that, because yeah, I think that would be pretty good. So next up, let's see what we got here. So well done on 1,000 subscribers, thank you. Where am I from? So I'm actually from United Kingdom of Great Britain, Northern Ireland, so England here. So I live somewhere here, somewhere in this bit. Yeah, somewhere there. So close to France, not in Wales, Scotland, or Ireland, or any of that. So yeah, basically in the United Kingdom, in England somewhere here. Yeah, so there's that. Alright, what have we got next? Are you ever going to do face cam? I have no plans to do it right now, but maybe in the future, maybe. So yeah, no plans on that. Have you ever died? I don't think so. Can we see your face? Well, I just answered that. Do you have any pets? Well, I do have 2 rabbits, actually. They're sort of like a family pet. It's not personally mine, although I'm not completely the owner. We all own them, I guess. They're a family, I guess. Yeah, they're part of our family, I guess you can call that. Yes, they're our pets. So they're 2 rabbits. I did make a video on them like way back, just them eating banana, because you may disagree with this, but the rabbits can eat banana, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, I won't go too much into detail about that, because yeah, I'm an astronomy channel. I don't really go on about animals and stuff. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, I have 2 rabbits. Play Roblox? Nope. Don't even go there. Let's see what else we've got here. Okay, that's that for that video, because I'm just looking at different videos here just to get all of the comments together. So next up, let's quickly go to where is it? Yeah, I'm on the comments now. So what's my favourite star? Okay, so favourite star. Okay, I'm going to go with, I think I've said it in a previous videos, Canis Majoris. It's just, I love the name. The name of Canis Majoris is just awesome. It just sounds cool. So yeah, Canis Majoris, I'd say, is my favourite star, just because I love that name. VY Canis Majoris. It just sounds so grand and stuff. It's cool, yeah. So Canis Majoris, definitely my favourite star, I'd say. So next up, so what's your favourite planet after Neptune? Well, I've pretty much just done a list of all the planets. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Play Kerbal Space Program. I've never actually seen. I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen any gameplay of it really, so I don't know if I'd ever play that. Maybe I'm thinking of I know some people have said to do Space Engine. I still have that in mind to do. It'd be pretty interesting to expand out, honestly. But yeah, some people have that in mind, so that's that. Any more here? Okay, that looks like it's that for that video. Any more here? Let's have a look. Okay, so I think that's everything. I think that's all the questions I saw. So yeah, there's that, and there's actually one more. So I'm gonna quickly hop over into that. So back in a sec. All right, guys. So last up now. This is the last question. So I don't want to make the video too long either. So last up, the question says, do you still play old games? So it's yes, do you still play old games from your old videos like Clash Royale and stuff? So I do still play these two here, which I used to make videos on, but Minecraft, I've not played that in ages now. I've completely pretty much quit that. But these guys, I still completely play every day. So if we just load into Clash of Clans here, we can see right here that I'm completely active. I still play this completely all the time, as we can see here. So yeah, I'm Eternal 11, got pretty much decent level stuff. Also got a Night Village here, looking pretty good. So yeah, I still play COC or Clash of Clans, however you want to call it. So there's that. And then next up, we'll go to Royale here. So I still play Royale as well. So I just don't make videos on it anymore because from comparing it to like the Universe Sandbox videos, it just wasn't doing well. Like if you just look at the videos now, they've been out way longer, but they're just less people saw them. They were just bad. Like just much less people saw them, so I just quit it because it wasn't really being successful. And then as Universe Sandbox was taking off, like I wasn't really like interested in doing this on YouTube anymore, so I still play it pretty much every day. Like we can see on my battle log here, an hour ago we got, yeah, I play this game a lot still, so yeah, it's pretty good stuff. I'm Arena 11, I'm a level 11, so yeah, and I have all the cards in the game pretty much, apart from this dude here, so yeah, there's that. So hopefully you guys all enjoy this video. Make sure you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like if you wish, and yeah, make sure you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.